Welcome to CEO Money. I'm Michael Yorba. I'm joined with Eric Jarvis, President, FreeRealTime. All right, Eric, welcome to the show. Thanks for being here.
Thanks so much, Michael. Appreciate it.
All right, Eric, tell us about FreeRealTime. I want to discuss the relaunch of your site, what you've done, and where you're taking it.
Okay. So FreeRealTime is an investment resource. We have real-time quotes, financial news, all kinds of, basically we like to say it's vital information, actionable information, and resources for all kinds of investors.
Brilliant. Break that down, because I'm looking at your website and, you've got news about, hash finance, trending sites on Twitter, or trending stocks on Twitter, and then you break down. I mean, this is great. This is great stuff. I'm glad you finally did this. This is beautiful.
Thank you. Yeah, we made an effort over the last, on May 5th, we released a new website, and it had been, the better part of 20 years in the making. So I like to tell everybody we kind of jumped from 1998 to 2018 in one release. And with that, we had the opportunity to add some new features and new products. So we had, it's a little bit of a dance in terms of design and development, but we got some new stuff on there that we're going to make the site look better and have a better workflow and kind of look like today, and make it mobile friendly, which is a big deal. So we did that, got all that done, and we've been kind of steadily rolling out new features. We had a couple in there when we launched it, and we had added a couple since then. Okay,
what did you add?
So we have trending stocks on social media. We have a partnership with Hash Finance, and we have a thing we call the SMACD, the social MACD, that shows it's sort of like the convergence divergence in Twitter chatter. So
nice.
For instance, I did a media appearance. There was a lot of chatter about GE when they did their restructuring announcement. So they had us on there to talk about what we were seeing in terms of social media sentiment about the stock after that. So that's one we're excited about. The one I'm most excited about is Stock Scouter, which used to be on MSN Money, and was a big destination. And it basically orphaned a lot of users when it went away. So we had a lot of people that have been asking, where's Stock Scouter, what happened to it, where did it go? And now it's exclusively available back on freerealtime.com. And that's my favorite utility. Soon we'll have the top 50. Right now, you basically can get a Stock Scouter score. If you get a quote on our site, any stock that you want to look at, you can actually just go to the Stock Scouter page via our navigation there. But if you happen to be just looking at your stocks or your portfolio and you click on, or your watch list, and you click on a stock, you'll see a little icon there for Stock Scouter score, and that will take you over to the same Stock Scouter page, and you get a Stock Scouter summary report. So it'll give you the 1 to 10 score of how it does quantitatively, and then a summary report on expected risk return and core model grades and stuff like that. So it's a really useful thing, and we're going to have a lot of users who've been missing it excited to come and see it on FreeRealTime, and I like it a lot. It's a great feature.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. I like it. Is there a lower limit on this? In other words, we don't do penny stocks, anything under 50 cents, or what's the parameters on that?
Right. I'll have to look and see what the lower end of it is, but it covers just under 5,000 U.S. stocks.
Okay, good. You took over in May this year, and you're changing the business model. Aside from the great improvements I've seen on the website, give us some insight into the leadership, direction of the company, and where you see this going 6-9 months from now.
Okay. Well, I took over May last year, so it's just been a year and a couple of months since I took over. And I think that the best way to characterize it is we've got a really steady user base that's been building up over 20 years. So I think there's around 4 million registered users have come on board since 1998, and we have they have an expectation that was part of the dance about redoing the website. Is we didn't want to change. We wanted to change it radically, but not change what works for people. So the first goal in terms of any business model that we wanted to execute was to update the site so that it can be a real destination and kind of compete. It's a crowded space out there for quotes and stuff. So we wanted to have some unique features and stuff. So I kind of made that job one to update the site so that we have any plan that we want to execute is going to start with that. So we have, as you can probably tell from the site, we have the free quote site, and then we have a subscription business also. The free site is, of course, ad supported. but we have a big chunk of users that also subscribe to what's called FRT Express, which is an ad-free platform, and you can move into real-time quotes, level 2 quotes as you subscribe. So I think my partner Scott Brown and I had talked. One of the things I'd like to see happen is to have FreeRealTime go from a primarily ad-supported site and free site, which is great and a great resource, with some subscription revenue. We wanted to have more interesting products that would attract a higher sophistication profile of users, so that we can have more institutional guys on the site using it. Because some of the tools are more sophisticated than what people have seen in the last 20 years on FreeRealTime, and frankly, not useful to some people. But some of these are going to be extremely useful to more active traders. So I would say in general, we're going to move towards more active traders and a lot more users. So we've been trying to, stir up the waters and get some more people to say, look, hey, it's the old FreeRealTime's been there, but take a look at it now. We got new stuff. It looks good. It's mobile friendly, and it'll just be more useful to a bigger swath of people and a wider range of user profile.
Okay, and I see here FRT Stream and Stream Gold, and then FRT Analysis. Give me an insight on those two.
Yeah, Stream and Stream Gold are a kind of a standalone subscription product where you can basically, it's a separate interface from the website. So it's also ad-free, but you'll have streaming quotes on your screen. And we're actually going to expand some level of streaming quotes into sections of the regular website. But in the interim, we have a standalone product that's Stream and Stream Gold, where you can get streaming real-time quotes on a standalone app on your computer or on your phone. Trading and Analysis is a kind of a separate research feature that we have. And it's a research, analysis, and trading platform. So you can do a lot of research based on your style, your goals, and then within the platform, you can, there's tons of quantitative and tons of research and tons of reports and other news sources. But when you're in the platform, you can actually trade. If your broker has if they're connected via our API, if it's consistent, you can trade right there in the platform.
Beautiful. Like from the chart, or as a separate button? I haven't used your system yet.
Separate button, yeah.
Okay,
yeah.
Got it. This is brilliant. You've got to separate yourself from the rest of the people that have been out there for a long time themselves. It's got to be either price, service, speed, or I should say user-friendly applications. Things that people are looking for now, because I've used Bloomberg, I've used CQG, I've used all the big ones, and what you're doing here seems to me user-friendly, more up to speed, so that you have a variety of people, not just institutional people trying to do private equity and use Bloomberg for whatever they can with all their interesting codes.
Sure.
So tell me how you separate yourself.
So it is a crowded space. You can kind of get quotes wherever you want. And in fact, the layperson can kind of trade, the self-directed layperson can trade with their broker site, whatever. So for a long time, FreeRealTime was a kind of a broker agnostic resource for people. So to sort of take that, leverage it, go a little bit further, I think we wanted to set apart our content, our features. Upcoming, the next thing we're rolling out that I think is a real differentiator is news from Newsware. And that's an application or an API that institutional traders can use that we have a partnership with. That's an excellent aggregated set of all the primary news feeds, and then some premium news feeds like Fly on the Wall and stuff like that. So we'll be adding that in the next probably, well, I'd be guessing, but very soon that's going to be one of the next features. So with Stock Scouter and with the trending stocks from Hash Finance and with Newsware and the trading platform, I think we ended up with something that's a little bit better for more users, for a broader and potentially more sophisticated profile of users. So that's the differentiator. We know you can get quotes anywhere, so we want to help you meet your goals quickly and easily. And I should say that we took a lot of effort, a lot of care, a lot of effort into the workflow, so that if you're on the homepage there and you're a registered user, you can have your watch list that follows you throughout the site. So no matter which section of the site you're on, you've always got your watch list of your symbols up at the top, and anywhere you are, you can click on that symbol and you can get your stock scatter report, you can get your charts, you can get your interactive charts, you can get your news, you can get your reports. So we worked a lot to make sure that the workflow was something that was carefully considered and very usable for everybody. So I think that's a key differentiator as well.
Brilliant. Eric, there's a lot of people trading Bitcoin these days. Do you have a cryptocurrency platform where people can start to integrate their trades in Bitcoin through your company, through FreeRealTime?
We do. When we launched the new site, we added Bitcoin futures on there, and we're going to have other cryptocurrencies to follow soon.
Great. You're way ahead of the curve. Are there any questions I should have asked that I may not have thought about to ask you about your platform and the direction that you're taking the company?
I don't think so. I mean, that's the big news for us now. We get a new site. We're kind of pushing the business forward into, to 2018 from 2008. So redesign, new features to differentiate. And I think you basically asked the relevant stuff. I mean, I think we have a real need to reach more people that are of different types of investor profile. So that's where we are. That's what we're trying to do. Just get as many features that are germane to what we do and unique to our site and exclusive, like Stock Scouter. And I think that's useful to everybody from, your self-directed 401k guy to institutional guy. So
brilliant. Eric,
I keep saying guy. I should say guys and gals. I keep saying guy. I mean that inclusively, everybody.
I get it. There's a lot more women in our male-dominated industry now than there ever was, and I'm sure that's going to be a growing population there. But Eric, thanks for being a guest on the show. Appreciate this.
Michael, thank you. Thanks for having me.
My pleasure. You've been watching CEO Money with Michael Yorba. Don't forget, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. And don't forget, subscribe to our newsletter in case you missed it on the homepage of our website, WFN1.com.